Hello everyone. The story I'm going to share today is a gentleman does not argue with a petty man. According to the ancient Chinese, a virtuous person argues to take responsibility for a wrong, whereas a foolish person argues to defend himself. Not many people understand the meaning behind this proverb. Not eager to explain oneself when wronged is a reflection of a noble realm. Are you to think that we should explain ourselves clearly to avoid being misunderstood by others? But I've gradually come to understand that there are two sides of everything, and it's not always easy to tell who is right or wrong. In fact, it's difficult to explain certain situations clearly, especially to people who are irrational and cultured and ready to attack at any moment. The world is filled with diverse people, but birds of a feather flock together. You might not need to explain anything to a person who truly understands you. Conversely, no matter how much effort you put into explaining yourself to those who do not understand you or seek to attack you, it is all in vain. Those who are wise have a peaceful mind. Their souls can be purified through cultivation. Foolish people seek the superficial, becoming more irritable and depressed in their pursuit. People who take the initiative to admit their mistakes will become more at peace. Those who are unreasonable and inclined to contend and fight will constantly be upset, becoming gloomier and more agitated over time. People who do not dispute with others will always have a peaceful mind and be at ease. A true cultivator understands the principles of heaven, earth, and the universe. Good repays the good, and evil repays the evil. Those who always want to gain the upper hand and in the process create karma are also subject to the law of heaven. To illustrate with a story, Confucius had a disciple who liked to argue with others. When the disciple went to visit Confucius, a boy dressed in green blocked the door and said, "I've heard that your master is a sage, so you must have profound knowledge. I want to ask you, how many seasons are in a year? If your answer is correct, I will kowtow to you. If your answer is wrong, you kowtow to me." The disciple thought a little while and said that there were 4 seasons in a year. "No, you're wrong. There are 3 seasons," the boy replied. The disciple found it odd and thought, "It's evident that there are 4 seasons. Why does he think there are only 3 seasons?" As the two were disputing, Confucius came out. The boy said to him, "Sage, please comment on this. How many seasons are in the year?" Confucius looked at him and answered, "There are 3 seasons." The boy was ecstatic and asked the disciple to kowtow to him. Then he left. The confused disciple asked, "Master, you told us that there are 4 seasons in a year. Why did you tell him there were 3? Did you notice the boy was not a human being?" The sage responded, "He was a grasshopper. The grasshopper can only live in the spring, summer, and fall. How can he know that there is winter? Don't you think your argument with him would be endless?" The disciple suddenly enlightened and thanked his master for the lesson. This story teaches us that everyone has a different realm of thought, and each has its own outlook as well as limitation in organizing the truth. Arguing with people in a different realm is a waste of time. Petty people are foolish because of their narrow-mindedness. Their thoughts are filled with pursuit for fame, and they bid with others to prove their abilities. The way of the gentleman is to not argue with others. Thank you very much for listening to the story. More touching stories will be ready for you if you just subscribe it. Thank you again.